Hi guys, Mark here from Movement Physiotherapy and Fitness. With this video, the 3 biggest lies you've been told about protein. The reason I'm making this video is because I get the same type of questions about protein and then mostly protein supplements or shakes pretty much every week, and some of them are so, to me, kind of shocking that people still believe these things. I think at the end of the day, protein has a very big marketing problem, and hopefully with these 3 lies that you are being told about protein and protein supplements, you can let go of those things and have a bit of a more clear picture of what protein is and what it can do for you. Lie number 1. Protein powder, once you start taking shakes, will turn you into this. It will give you exaggerated, big, swollen muscle, and it will make you look like a bodybuilder. The truth couldn't be farther away from that statement. Right? So, first of all, these guys don't look like this because they're drinking that protein shake. Of course, the manufacturers of these supplements would like you to believe that, or at least would like the people that are actually marketing to believe that. But the truth of the matter is, there's actually a lot of things being deployed that, of course, they don't tell you about, which probably contribute a lot more to what you're seeing than the actual protein powder, if they're even, consuming what they are claiming to consume. The actual truth is very different. I think it would be more safe to say that it's not that by eating protein or drinking, protein powder, you get big muscles. It's more that without the right amount of protein powder, it is very difficult for your body to recover well from training and adapt well to training, and therefore you're just missing out on some gains and some recovery. Lie number 2. Protein powder makes you fat. Now, at the end of the day, protein powder can make you fat, but everything that you eat too much of can make you fat. The idea that protein exclusively makes you fat is just as true as that broccoli makes you green. There is no direct connection there, unless maybe you're only eating protein or you're eating excessive amounts of protein. Then yes, of course it can make you fat. But again, anything that you eat too much of can make you fat. And we have a certain requirement for protein. Everybody needs to have a certain amount of protein in their diet, just like we need carbohydrates and fat. So the idea that just protein makes you fat is not true. Lie number 3. Protein powder is bad for your kidneys and you can get kidney disease. I'm not quite sure how this idea came up in the first place, but I believe it comes from the fact that your kidneys have a role in processing proteins. The idea is then that if you eat more protein than you need, you put additional stress on the kidneys, and that can lead to all types of misery for the kidneys. I think we've established right now that the research that we have backing this up is very weak. If you are familiar with how scientific research is done, you will know that there's many studies being done. There's a current one from 2018 where they had a systematic review, meaning that they take a look at all different studies have been done, look at the quality of them, and then look at the outcomes to make a decision or a conclusion. And as far as we know, there's no direct correlation between higher than normal recommended protein intake and kidney function, especially in the short term. It shouldn't be a concern, but at the same time, you shouldn't be eating excessive amounts of protein. So these claims that have been made originally may have been made by people that eat excessive amounts. And some of the studies have been done earlier on didn't take into account the type of person, the type of diet, the type of maybe underlying illnesses and whatnot. So we like to call that weak science. My recommendation would be eat the normal amount that you need, or slightly more as recommended for people that like to lift weights and put additional stress on their bodies. But don't push it to extremes. So there you have it. Those are the three most important lies. I'm going to give you one bonus one, and that is protein shakes are horrible tasting. Right here we got a couple. This is a chocolate melt. This is a mocha cappuccino. And this is a cookies and cream. Now, I can tell you, every time when we make one here for clients and they never had it before, I like to go a little bit gourmet with my protein shake. So put the nice Japanese milk in there. Make sure there's a little bit of ice in there. Maybe put in a little shot of espresso. Don't tell anybody. And the response is always the same. Wow, you know, these shakes nowadays taste like a healthy version of your favorite Starbucks syrupy, whatever it is you drink. So just a little bit of an additional bonus fact there. Give it a try and you'll be very surprised in how it's tasting. Summarizing, 3 different big lies. Protein doesn't make you big and bulky like a bodybuilder. That's number 1. Number 2, doesn't make you fat any more than any other type of food does. Number 3, stress on the kidneys. Don't worry, just don't eat excessive amounts. And number 4, flavors are really good, so give it a try sometimes. We got a bunch of flavors here, as you can see. We're doing like sample packages as well, so if you want to try, pop over and grab some, and you'll see that it's actually very tasty and potentially good for you. Hope that's helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.